Hello everyone, this is Colbert, Colbert Tech Repair, and today I'm going to be showing you how to overclock your NVIDIA cards using the EVGA Precision X software. Now I am using the GTX 780 card, and you can see here I already have some presets that I have used in the past whenever I was overclocking, but I'm just going to default here, go back to all the factory defaults, reset everything. And now everything is reset just to the way it was whenever my GPU first came to me and whenever I first started up the EVGA Precision X software. So everything is reset to defaults. And what I'm going to be using to benchmark this is the Unigine Valley Benchmark Basic Edition. And I'm using the Extreme HD presets, which is going to tax my system pretty hard, but I'm going to see if I can get some gains from actually changing the values of my GPU core and my memory core. But so our average FPS was 53.2. So now what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to set my power target up to 106%. This is totally safe, don't worry about it. And I'm going to start out just by adding 50 megahertz to the core and 50 megahertz to the memory. I'm going to go into my voltage here and raise my voltage. It only goes up plus 38 millivolts. You don't have to worry about it. Hit apply. You should be safe there. And after you set your overclock, just hit apply. It saves all your changes, and we will run another benchmark and see what happens. Alright guys, well, the benchmark is over and we actually did improve a little bit. We got a 2 FPS above average. We're up to 55.4. Alright guys, we're going to try it one more time, bumping it up to 110 on the GPU clock and 150 on the memory. Alright, so it seems like we're starting to hit a little bit of a sweet spot here. We are up to 56.8 frames per second over our stock 53.2. So I'm going to see if we can push this just a little bit farther and see how far we can actually go. I'm going to add 120 on the core and see if I can get up to 180 on the memory. Okay, so after I added the 120 to the core and the 180 to the memory, I actually had a driver crash. So I went back and did many tests and finally found a sweet spot for my memory test. Now, if you do experience a driver crash, don't worry. It will usually always rework itself and reinstate itself. A driver crash, all it means is, hey, this is too much for this card. It stops itself. It stops all the processes and recovers the driver. So if you do experience a driver crash, just go back on your values on your core clock and your memory clock until you find a stable clock. I believe my stable clock ended up around 117, 115, somewhere around in there. But so if you can say you get stable at 120 on both your memory and your core clock, I would down that to 110, 110 just to be safe across all games. So there you have it, guys. That's the difference I got with my specific cards. Your mileage may vary depending on your card. Certain cards overclock better than others. But here are the results I received. I received a average frames per second increase of 3. Now that might not seem like a lot, but that is a free 3 frames per second on the Unigine Valley benchmark, which was set to Ultra HD. So, I mean, that is kind of a big deal. It's free, it's easy to do, and I really hope this helps you guys get into overclocking and seeing what your card can do. This has been Colbert Tech Repair. I hope you enjoyed today's video. You can see me, here I am right here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked, give me a like. If you didn't, feel free to give me a dislike. You can find me here on YouTube. You can comment down in the comment section below with any questions you might have. You can find me on my Twitter at Colbert92, and you can find me at Facebook at facebook.com/ColbertTechRepair. See you guys next time.